Chai. But I have an important question to ask you, man. What do you eat today? Being a desi, I cannot watch you stay hungry for 2 days straight.
I'm like, I cover, or he covers, or whichever which way it is. Yeah.
We cover.
It's-
Cut. Chai.
we having a Bollywood. Yeah, we've been just blurting out Bollywood tunes. Nishant. That's basically that's half of the conversation. No, that's like a quarter of the conversation is us busting out Bollywood tunes. Welcome to episode 3, everybody.
Welcome, everyone.
We're here for a third time.
You know, Rana.
What's up?
I think the next time we shoot a podcast, or maybe hopefully by the after a few episodes, we should probably decide or come up with our own intro or our own, what do you say,
Like a jingle, like an intro
like
theme. Or something?
like a coordinated intro, like hello everyone.
Oh yeah. We're like, I said like, I'm like, I cover, he covers, or whichever which way it is.
And
Yeah.
we cover.
Right. That's funny. That's so
No.
funny. But
No,
well, we have a few. I mean, depending on, again, this is us being just kind of pulling the veil back and kind of playing this behind the scenes a little bit. But we're working on different intro ideas. So whatever ends up at the beginning of this, right? It will evolve over time, obviously. Nishant had the brilliant idea of like kind of waiting for us to accumulate more clips and more episodes to where we can kind of compile a bunch of different clips and stuff. So we're excited for that. But Nishant, what'd you eat today?
So right now the time is 1:20 a.m. So I just had 2 aloo parathas. But I have an important question to ask you, man. What did you eat today? Sorry. What did you eat yesterday?
What did I eat? Oh, not even that. What did I eat the day before, right?
The day before yesterday.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm to contextualize what he's saying is I'm water fasting at the moment.
By the way, to everyone watching this, I learned about this term 2 days back. So for someone who has been slim or thin, his entire life, fasting is not an option for me.
I'm water fasting at the moment. I'm trying to do a 7-day water fast. But Nishant is throwing curveballs every which way. He sends me pictures of food. He'll send me pictures of the soda that he just drank. And he's telling me he's doing this as a form of love, because he's telling me to break the fast. So he's doing everything he can to break the fast. So much so he's like, yo, if I had a DoorDash account, I'd just send food to your house right now. But I just they talk about, there's a lot of like studies about like parasite cleanses and things like that, or full body detoxes, and the benefits of water fasting to accomplish such things. So I just really wanted to do that, just because I've been having some health issues, which I know are being caused by different, or like many different things, or perhaps singular things that might have added up over time. But I just wanted to, I got to watch my diet. That would fix all other issues, obviously, instead of just water fasting. But yeah, man. Nishant, what do you got to say about that?
See, being a desi, being an Indian, okay, I cannot watch you stay hungry for 2 days straight, right? We want to feed you,
That's right.
But no, Rana told me that water fasting is because there's a parasite in our body, and just to what's the term, detox your whole body, you do water fasting, right? So, well, I got a joke for that.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it, man. Just don't get us canceled, but let's hear
We'll
it.
cancel it. Our editors know when to cut. No, but see, being an Indian, our history is very important to us, right? So just like Mahatma Gandhi did fasting so that he could remove the Britishers from India, Rana is just following the same. He's fasting to remove the parasites from his body.
Oh, that's good. I like that. I like that. You know what? Nah, I'm gonna snap to that. That's good. That's good. Man, yo, he got this boy got jokes. He's been real inspired. I know he's been inspired. I've been inspired. Over the weekend, Nishant and I
Hmm.
actually had a bit of a like a what do you call it, like a watch party or whatever. Um, we watched. He told me about comedian Veer Das, his new special, and I'm a fan of Veer Das. I've always liked his stuff, but I didn't know that he was dropping a new special. So it's called Full Volume, and Nishant told me to make the time to watch it, and I was like, okay, let's do it. So Friday night we watched it, and I could tell that there's probably some like subconscious like causation of making Nishant
Yes,
come with the jokes. You know what I
absolutely,
mean? Like
absolutely.
this man probably got a little joke book now. He's like writing jokes in. But yeah, no, that special. I mean, we don't this who like we pray that this will reach as many eyes as it does as quickly as it does. But for those of you that are watching this at the moment, whenever you're watching this, it could be it could be whenever this comes out, or it could be months, years from now, and you watch this, and I mean, Nishant can tell you the beauty of what that man does in detail, because he's been invested in his career. But we highly endorse and highly wish for y'all to watch that special. That special was
Absolutely. It's live on Netflix, by the way, and I think in India it's currently number three for the past few days, right? And still, like, it's fighting all the top web series, and all the millions of dollars spent on production web series compared to just a comedy special shot in London, New York, and Mumbai, right? But man, it was a movie, right? It was
yeah,
a complete movie.
it was. It felt like and just the way, oh my god, even like the simple him wearing the same clothes and just doing like a movement and then like
Hmm.
switching from like one angle to the and then he'd be in London, like that was crazy. I think
That
that was
was,
my favorite when he was like and like he was in London. That was wild.
and Veer Mama.
Oh yeah, 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 they had like a funny little jingle that they made in that thing. We don't want to spoil too much, but it's really really good.
Absolutely.
Man, wow, yeah, that was good. I actually what's Nishant, like what comedy in India? Like I know like there's so much censorship there, right? As far as
Hmm.
like, what they don't want
Yes.
comedians to say and things like that. We don't have too much of that issue here in America.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's like I think like I don't know. It's weird. It's like I think when they depending on the setting or whatever. Like for example, there's a comedian here called his name is Matt Rife,
Mhm. Yeah, I know.
and
Mhm.
yeah, and like he's a good looking guy. Like he's a handsome guy, and he's has a lot of fans that maybe aren't comedy fans, but they're just fans of him, like the way
Mhm.
he looks. So
Yeah.
that there's a lot of you'll see a lot of women going to a show that maybe have never gone to a comedy show before, but go because it's him. And so he's getting bigger and bigger, and then so he's always cracked the type of jokes that he's cracked, but then like he cracks a joke about it's like something like about like yeah, and like it was some misogynistic joke, right? It was a
Mhm.
very sexist joke, and he says it, and then he goes like viral because people are like, how dare he say something like this? I'm disgusted. I'm not a fan anymore. It's like, bro, he's been cracking these types of jokes, right? So
Yes. Yes.
I think it's how visible you are, and then like the type
Absolutely.
of audience that you have. So I feel like a lot of people that might criticize Virdas or any other comedian in India might not actually be fans of comedy. Like
Mhm.
they just
Absolutely.
they just want something to say, and because these people are like tangible, they just like say, "How dare you say that?" But it's like, dude, comedy is like comedy's like battle rap, like rap
Mhm.
battling. Have
Yes, yes, yes.
you seen that before?
Not much.
Man,
Just a couple of movies like Eight Mile and
yeah. Man, like in when you in like when it comes to battle rap, I say
Mhm.
battle rap and comedy, like you can there's like no limits. Like you could really say whatever you want. I think you could get away more with it in comedy, I feel like, because
Okay.
with battle rap, like it's you're still you're saying everything with the with malice, so like
Hmm.
people can take it obviously however they want to take it, or if there's half the room is divided, so if half the room can really like just turn on you in an instant, but um comedy like that you go in with the intention to laugh, so it's like okay, so if
Absolutely.
even if you say something kind of crazy, they'll just like people will just kind of laugh it off or whatever, but
and and I might spoil a bit for the audience, but I think in full volume, Veer Das mentioned about it by saying that they're not scared of us. They're just a comedian. They're scared of your laughs, right? That's what they're scared of, right? If you guys won't react to my comedy or my punchlines, they won't do anything. They won't file an FIR against me. But just because they're scared of your laughter and your noise, right?
yeah,
They're coming after me.
man, yeah, that was beautiful, man. Wow. Yeah. That was amazing. I know it's one of Nishant's bucket list items to go to a show.
Absolutely. I
Uh,
want
I know it's like a podcast goal to have
to.
Virdas
I
on the show.
I really want him on the show, man.
That'd
Like
be
all my friends now I've been following for the past 6 years,
uh
and each and every friend of mine, now including you too, know that my favorite comedian is Veer Das. Like that's who I look up to, and whenever I watch his video, any clip, any video, any interview, any podcast, right?
mhm.
He just says some things that's like an aha moment for me, and it kind of inspires me creatively.
That's cool. That's really cool. He like you could tell. I mean, from just the little like the little that I've scrolled on Instagram, like he's very very about the art or like the like focusing on the art and like
Mhm.
just going to cafes and writing actually in a tangible notebook writing
Yes,
it.
yes, yes.
So
And he's dyslexic, by the way. So
that's
whatever he writes, it's in caps lock. So he's he makes this joke when like he's like, I gave my 10th boards exam. Everything was written in caps lock, like all. So it's like screaming at the teacher.
that's funny. That's crazy. That is insane, man. Nishant, it's we've been like it's only Tuesday, but man, it feels for Wednesday for you. Wednesday
Mhm.
for you. Usually it's flipped. Usually it's me. For the longest time, it was me staying up. Well, no, Nishant was staying up. He would stay up too, but I think you're staying up longer now, and I feel bad. And I think it's just because we just as far as like if you and I have meetings in the morning and then naturally we end up shooting the podcast, or if it'll be later in the night for me and then I just end up falling asleep or something bad like this. It's just like we're now hopefully we find a better time to balance this out, but man, like
So
this week,
as long as we're not in the same city, we've got to do this. So to the audience, we request please subscribe to us,
yeah,
follow us.
yeah, so like
If you like listening to us, right,
yeah,
and if you
yeah,
like our conversations and our guests, right, so
yeah,
that we make it happen, so that we're in the same room.
yeah,
We are planning to build a studio, right?
that'd be cool,
Everything will be
man.
there,
Yeah, that
right?
whole yeah, that's the dream. Yeah, man, that's like to be in the same space. Oh my God, imagine all the like sleep we can get because we get everything done on the same schedule. Yeah, it's
Every,
like
every single time you guys, listen to our podcast or watch us, one of us is sleep deprived.
yeah,
Or we both are.
or we both are. Yeah. So yeah, man, we hopefully we figure that out. But this week, I know we had a lot of meetings and we got a lot of really cool information from the people that we met with. They would just share us articles and things like that. Whether it's a member of an advertising firm or someone else in the industry. I was a part of. I was privileged to be a part of virtual conference last week, which is, for y'all that don't know what a virtual conference is, it's just an elongated Zoom call. It's just
Mhm.
like it's just a longer. It was three, I think, like 3 hours or something like that. It was it was like 3 hours or 3.5 hours, something like that. So anyway, we were like so as we're doing like market study or industry, like as we're studying the industry, which we always we try to tie something in just to be a little educational to y'all. We learned that, like, man, like a lot of Americans here are like very apprehensive about getting life insurance because they feel like they could just like hold off, right? Like they don't have to
Mhm.
worry about it early on in life. So um man, like, it's kind of crazy. Like, they half of Americans don't have life insurance, which is like, okay, that's tangible to understand. That's easily understood. But then you find out that a lot of them only want to get life insurance when they have everything else figured out, or like all the other finances or things in life figured out. So they're like, all right, let me have a kid first, let me get a house first, and all that. But what they don't understand, or what they don't realize, um and this is the gem of the day. This is like just us, like, spitting game. For this is like, we want to drop gems throughout the day, throughout each of these episodes. This is the gem for you. Like, what they don't realize is, if you don't lock in that premium early on, like, it multiplies, like, or however
Yes.
which way, right? So it grows, because then they factor these companies, or these insurance companies, they factor in all the other things that you have. So, like, oh, okay, you have a house now, okay, you have a car now, you have kids, like, okay, so they your premium uh that you have to pay monthly grows, versus locking in a premium before you have any of that. It'd be much less. So it gets
It's
that.
simple math.
Yeah,
The the younger you are, the cheaper the premiums.
right,
That's it. That should be a quote. That should be a T-shirt.
right. So, man, yeah, that's it. That's the only game that
Mhm.
I felt like we had to spit. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, like, you can. And if you watching this and you want a policy, you're like, dang, like, let me get that policy. You just check out iCoverdirect.com, and where you can go and you can just get you a policy in as quick as 5 minutes. No agents involved, no medical exams, none of that. And if there's ever any issues, you can reach out to either one of us, because we'll certainly help you out with that. So we are very accessible, Nishant and I. So
Yes. Yes, we
that, yeah. So if you drop a comment, you drop a DM, anything, and it don't even got to be about say you just want to, like, talk about whatever else that we've talked about, or chime in on anything else that we've talked about. Just please, don't be afraid to drop a comment, or hit us in the DMs. Um, whether that's the iCover podcast page, or my page, or Nishant's page, you know what I mean? Or our emails, or whatever. So yeah, that was interesting. I saw that and I was like, man, like, okay, let me instead of just giving them all
Mhm.
nonsense, let me give them something special, right? So Nishant and I always are trying to read up as much as we can on the industry that we're in, just so we can give y'all some game, or
Some
some knowledge. So
doses of wisdom.
yeah.
How, like, you're living in the US, right?
Mhm.
And how is the market right now? Like, how is the inflation, everything?
Yeah, so see, that's the thing. Like, it's so hard to ask, or not even ask, but like expect, right, people to get life insurance at a young age, or early on in life. It's hard to expect that, because that's the like, for a lot of people, they're gonna think in their mind, like, that's the last of my priorities. Like,
Mhm.
there's so many other things to worry about, whether it's student loans, credit card debt, which, what I mean. um America is such a, it's big on, like, just the consumerism here is crazy. Like, so people are buying labubus, and
What's a labubu?
you don't. There's no way you don't know what a labubu is, man. It's the little dolls. Look up a labubu right quick while I keep talking
Wait,
to
wait,
it. Yeah, that's a whole thing. That's a whole shtick. But Yeah, it's crazy.
Ooh, okay.
So yeah, people just they buy things that they don't need, or a lot of teen pregnancies aren't as high as they used to be. But if people have kids at an early age or young age, they're barely making ends meet. They live in paycheck to paycheck. So, of course, like people here, they might not even think about getting life insurance, right? Until they get everything else figured out. But then by then, your premium that you're paying monthly is a lot higher. So, the way I look at it is, hey, like maybe one there would be like that one meal that you spend at a sit down restaurant monthly with your friends, or you go out to the bar and you get a bunch of drinks. That tab or that total would equal to the premium that
A
most
monthly premium. Yeah.
everybody would pay now, versus waiting till you have a family and a house and a car and all that. Then that will be way higher than it would be right now at this moment. You know what I mean? So, um,
And like we get it. Sometimes you don't know how much coverage you need, and you're like, okay, I need 1 million, but I cannot afford it right now. You don't need 1 million right now because you're still young, right? And in our previous podcast, Miss Nicole actually explained, how much coverage you actually require, because something is still better than nothing, right?
right,
For example, you're 25, you don't have a family to provide for, and you have a lot of, you have a student loan, you have to pay your health insurance, and you have other needs that you need to fulfill, right? But even if you get $100,000 coverage, right, and still cheaper than your actual requirement that you think you need, okay, you still have
right,
something to secure for, right?
right,
And later on, when you have a family, when you have kids, you can even any day you can just increase your coverage.
right,
That
right, right.
won't be an issue.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you got it. I mean, you hit the nail on the head with that, man. And just like, yo, forget that. Like here, I mean, you asked me about people's perspective on life insurance here, right? Like, I mean,
Mhm, mhm,
forget about everything that we just said, dude. There's a lot of people here that
mhm.
think life insurance is health insurance, man. Like they get those two things,
Oh yes.
and I think that's yeah. So anyway, that's like, so I guess, like, again, like, just trying to make this conversation more, or the topic of, rather, of life insurance more tangible and relevant, and like easier to understand, because like you just suggest, there's a lot of people that don't even know what life insurance is for real, for real. So,
A- Awareness was missing, right? Because first, no one wants to talk about death, obviously. Secondly, like you have done a lot of street interviews, and the first thing that comes to my comes, like whenever you ask someone, and the first thing that comes to their mind, and we have seen the videos, is it's a scam, right? And I think that automatically just pushes them away from even having or just googling about what exactly is life insurance, right?
yeah, yeah.
So that it's
And,
not like they experienced it, they just heard it from somewhere.
right, right, right. And I know Nishant has been a big advocate for kind of uh how do you say it? Like nipping it in the bud, like basically like talking about it, like just having a
Mhm.
transparent conversation as far as like why people say that, or like why people suggest that, or
Yes.
trying to figure out like the psyche behind why people say that. I like That's always something that I really liked about what you've done. Like you always try to like talk about that, like specifically address that specifically, you know what I mean? So that's that's
But for anyone who thinks it's a scam, I'm planning a video around it for next week. So you might need to you need to follow me. Next week,
yeah,
I don't know when this podcast is gonna release. So
right, right.
I
Well,
might actually post that video on LinkedIn. So
or it might already be out. Yeah. So
yes.
when you're watching this, yeah, go ahead and follow Nishant on LinkedIn. Connect with him. Just add him as a connection, and he will. I mean, he's always putting out some real cool stuff there, man. That dude be putting out some of the, like, it'd be funny. You get all types of content from him on LinkedIn. He just uh, based on when you're watching this. Hopefully it ain't too in the future, but if not, you can do an easy Google search about it. But he made a post about the about the
CEO and HR
yeah,
concert at the Coldplay concert.
at the Coldplay, yeah.
That actually got me around like my highest number of impressions
Wow,
ever,
that's
right?
crazy.
And I
Yeah,
was like,
because
that's
people like
really
that, bro. That's like
people like that.
that's funny. But yeah, so you'll see stuff like that. You'll see Nishant got some really cool videos that he puts together that he edits himself, and it's really neat, man. A lot of cool stuff there. So follow Nishant on LinkedIn, or rather, add him as a connection, because he'll certainly accept the invite to connect, and then uh, get at me at link on LinkedIn. I'll certainly accept that connection as well. And again, don't we love to talk. That's the one thing that
Mhm.
we both love to do a lot, obviously. So that's why we're here. So if you want to ever talk to us at all, just please feel free to reach out. And shoot, you might even end up as a guest on the show. Who knows?
Yep,
So yeah,
absolutely.
y'all, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. We wanted to keep this one short. If
Mhm.
there's not a guest, then and there's not much to talk about. We still want to give y'all something, and we still want to keep it consistent, but we want to keep it short too. You know what I'm saying? Because we could yap all day, uh, but we all got things to do. Sean got sleep to catch up on. I got things to get done before he wakes up again and asks me
Mhm.
to stay up with him and get more things. It's a cycle.
It's a
It's like
loop. It's a slope. Yeah.
all right, y'all. Take care. Until next time.
Peace.
Peace. Woo! That was synced up.